Hello Libra, and welcome to today's reading. What we're going to do today is have a look at your general energy, have a look at, any messages Spirit want you to have, any guidance moving forward. So this is a very general reading. Please only take from it what you feel applies to your current circumstances. And, it may be the next one's for you if this one isn't, but have a listen, because very often there's little bits that come up that you think, actually, yeah, that bit's for me. So, let's see what comes up for you, Libra. So we're going to have a look, first of all, at the sort of just general overarching advice for you. Then we're going to look in a bit more detail about the steps forward. So we're with Libra, please, Spirit. What do you want to tell Libra? What do you want to tell Libra, please? The cards are... Right, let's get started. What do you want to tell... Thank you. Oh, Libra, you're being encouraged to leave the past behind. We're seeing a lot of this type of energy around at the moment. Interesting. Libra, it's time to be proud of yourself, if you weren't already. Oh, they're giving us 4. Okay, let's squeeze them up a bit. Reveal what needs to be seen. Talk less and feel more. Okay, so can you fit all those in? I was only going to have 3, so I might have to squeeze them up. Okay, Libra, usually I've been starting with 3, but we've now been given 4, so this is for a reason. You're being encouraged to leave the past behind. So if there are feelings or emotions particularly that you've been dwelling on, or circumstances that happened in the past that have been playing on your mind, then this is the time to start walking forward. You can see that the field that this person's leaving is a lot darker than the field that they're approaching. So, if you move forward, lighter things are going to come in. I think your energy is going to feel more lifted. It's time to, they're showing me somebody dropping big sacks full of like bricks, time to leave anything that's weighing you down, Libra. Spirit want you to put that in the past where it belongs now. They want to acknowledge that you've grown a lot, Libra. There may be things that you've been working through that you're finally beginning to see some results from. And it may be that those results are in front of you, but you're not actually acknowledging them for the progress that you've made, and it is a time to be really proud of yourself for those changes. Or literally it may be that maybe some of you have had a heartbreak, or maybe, you've lost your job, or whatever it is, something really difficult. Maybe you've been grieving, some of you. It's a time for you to be proud of yourself for the steps forward that you've taken and for the healing that has taken place, because I do think, Libra, that some of you have been going through a period of healing. I'm feeling it because I feel sort of like my arms feel really heavy. I feel sort of like weighed down, but in here, I feel like this little sparkle of light. I'm saying in here and you can't see. Sorry, in my sort of heart space, there's little bits of light, almost like these little star sort of type things around here. Really interesting. So, there's very much that healing energy, that growth that it's maybe time that you need to acknowledge that you have come a long way, Libra. And, you're being encouraged to reveal what needs to be seen. And that's very much about acknowledging the progress you've made. And that's just what I was saying. So I'm not going to labour on that card much, because it is very much about saying, okay, I have come a long way. So what can I now build on? What have I got now that healing's taken place that I can step forward with? What can I show the world about the progress that I've made? Libra, the Spirit very much, they gave us this as an extra card, but they very much want you to take the time for yourself. Again, it ties in with this feeling of needing to feel proud about what you've achieved, but it kind of feels like it kind of feels like there's been a distraction of other people around you, that you've used other people to fill your time, to distract your emotions from the difficult healing journey that you've been on. And they're asking you to, you know, perhaps pull back from that a little bit. I don't mean don't see anybody, because obviously it's great for you to have people around you. But Spirit is saying there's a power in you sitting, spending some time on your own, reflecting on, you know, that progress that you've made, and actually get in contact with the inner you. I know, Libra, you're a very practical sign, but I actually think that, you know, it's time for you to do a little bit of soul searching and to actually feel proud of yourself, feel that you've done well, feel that you've made that progress. Time to acknowledge it, Libra. I'm going to have a look at what else Spirit want you to know here, because this sounds quite sort of pointed, really. Sorry, I'm having to drink a lot of water because I've done quite a few readings today. So, you know, this sounds very, when I say pointed, it's a clear message is what I mean to say. The messages are very, very clear today, which always, you know, makes it a lot more straightforward. But let's get some more information. We might get some idea of what this is about, or, you know, and then we'll look at the action steps that, you know, what will be the outcome if you take these action steps. So, yeah, you see, we have playing it safe. How interesting is that? We have transformation. Wow, this has come up a couple of times in readings today. Let's see what else we have. Again, friends and colleagues. They've come up again. Interesting. Is there another one, Spirit? We have a loving man. Okay. You're telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. We have a loving woman. I'm going to take that out because that's interesting that we have them together. Okay. So yes, Spirit are encouraging you to leave the past behind because you've been playing it safe, Libra. You know, you've been carrying on with your everyday life and you may have been okay about it. You've been getting yourself through this healing time. I do feel there's a healing time. I'm being sort of encouraged to say that a lot today. But outside, there's a great big world with all this entertainment going on. I know some of you won't like fireworks, but, you know, they're saying there's a big world out there with excitement, a lot of, you know, a lot of new things for you to experience, but you've actually played it quite safe recently. This is why they're wanting you now to move forward, to make those changes. Here we have the card of transformation. This is, you know, big changes coming in. It's time for the end of this cycle. So if you have dealt with, you know, perhaps, well, whatever it is you've dealt with, whether it's grieving, whether it's whatever it is, it's that cycle is now, it's time for it to come to an end. It's time for you to take your current situation where you've made this progress and to cross this bridge, you know. Time for you to bring in some changes, Libra, to help you to move forward. They are showing that there's good people around you. You know, we have here friends and colleagues. It's interesting that it came in line with this card, reveal what needs to be seen. Because, you know, it could be that there's some of the friends that you have around you, even if they've been very supportive, there's maybe sometimes friends are supportive, but in being supportive, it becomes a comfortable place. It becomes that safe place. And, you know, it's important that they also acknowledge that you have moved forward, that you've moved through the stages of healing. And the current stage you're at is one where you're ready to bring in changes. So yes, you have, I do get the feeling you've got good people around you, but do bear in mind that sometimes staying in the same sort of setup can keep you just in a safe place where you don't make any changes. So it's just something to bear in mind. They want you to get in touch with your emotions again. I mean, look at this. How beautiful is this? I've never had this before, Libra. I've never had the loving man and loving woman come up together in a reading, but this is a solid partnership here. They're very well matched, you know. I mean, they're even dressed in the same colours. Look at them. They've got flowers to give to each other. There's a lot of love in a relationship around you. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, you know, a relationship with your brother or sister. It can be a relationship with your parent, a relationship with a close friend. But there's a lot of love in a relationship around you. And Spirit is saying, you know, sometimes we can go into the whole word salad thing where we talk a lot, and you may even be talking to this person a lot. But sometimes, you know, we get into so much talking that you forget to get in contact with that, or you forget to connect, I should say, with those inner feelings of love. So it's kept very top surface, you know. And Spirit is saying it's time to do less of the talking and actually do some of the feeling of this relationship. For some of you, it may be that you've got a friend in your circle that you're very close to that you've been developing romantic feelings for, but haven't really acknowledged that because you're so busy talking about the circumstances that you sort of put your feelings on the back burner. And Spirit is saying, look how well matched this partnership is. So that's just something to bear in mind for some of you. If you have a friend that has been a real support to you through this healing time, are there feelings that you're not acknowledging here, Libra? Very interesting. Do let us know if you want to. We like to hear it. No, obviously that's up to you. But, you know, it's good to know what resonates in these readings. So if Libra take the advice that you're giving today, if they act on this advice, what will be the outcome, please? Oh, they're one step ahead of me. Yeah, look, it's time for you to make a choice. This is not a time for procrastination. This is not time for you to sort of sit and think, yeah, but shall I? I mean, look, this person who's been playing it safe is sitting almost in a daydream state, ignoring the outside world, but failing to make a choice. It's now time to make that choice. It's no time for overanalyzing, for procrastination, Libra, you know. It's, you know, time for you to make these changes. Let's see what Spirit advises you here. Yeah, you see, you may be looking backwards rather than looking forward here. You know, Spirit want you to acknowledge, as I said before, it's time to be proud of the achievements you've made in life. You know, time to acknowledge that you can then make further achievements. And it can be any area of your life, Libra. You know, if you're very happy in your job, then maybe it's your social life that needs looking at. Maybe it's your emotional life. Maybe you haven't moved on in your social emotional life because you're thinking about somebody from the past, you know. So Spirit are saying to you, they're very much in the emotions here. They're saying it's time to sort of harness those emotions, harness the positive emotions, in order to move things forward and to bring about those changes that will just add something to your life. Again, what you put, I say again, because this card came up on a previous reading, you know, what you invest in your life will come to fruit. I was going to say will bring fruition. That's so not right. You know, but it will bear fruit, you know. It's time to invest. It's time to assess your current situation, invest in what's going on, you know, for you, invest in yourself in order to bring about sort of changes in areas of your life that you've perhaps been neglecting a bit. And it could be, if we're looking at relationships for you, Libra, it could be about investing in a friendship that you suddenly realise you have feelings for that person, because you may find they've got feelings too. I cannot believe those two cards came out together. Seriously, that has never happened before. That's extraordinary. So let's see what spirits say about it. What should Libra be doing regarding this situation, Spirit? This could move very quickly. Whatever this situation is, I think once you've given yourself the time to explore your own emotions and to explore what you really want, and there is a thing about, you know, headspace here, because we're talking the Knight of Air, but the Knight of Air, I have to tell you, Libra, is the fastest moving knight in the deck. So I think you will find that once this situation has been acknowledged, things could move very, very quickly. And as I said to you, this isn't necessarily, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship for all of you. It could be you just realising that in the progress you've made, you could just realise the significance of this other person in your life and what a support they are to you. And that may help you to make changes. It may be that the two of you, because you're so well matched, decide to start a new project together. Could be something like that. Oh, they've thrown out, oh, I've got two. Was I supposed to have two? We've got the Queen and the Knight of Water. So much water energy here. That is all about emotions. And isn't it fun? Oh my goodness. What did I say? Those two cards never come out together. And now we've got a Queen and we've got a Knight. Yes, there's an imbalance because it's not a king, but they've come out together. And they've come out in male and female energy. So we have, same as these cards, we have the Queen of Water, very loving, very giving, very in tune with emotions. Again, they want you to get in tune with the inner you, Libra. And we have the Knight of Water, the second knight that's come up in this little space here. But this particular knight is a dreamer, you know, very romantic, you know, wants to come in and declare their undying love for you, etc., you know. So we have things moving quite quickly. And we have the water energy merging here. So I'm going to be so fascinated to see what transpires for you, Libra, because that is beautiful, solid energy there. Very romantic energy, you know, very fast moving as well. Because I do think this Knight of Water, there may be someone declaring their love for you. Or as I say, it may be just that, you know, you acknowledge the value of someone in your life, the support they've given you. And, you know, that brings you closer together. That's lovely, Libra. I love that energy. Thank you for letting me read for you today, because I really enjoyed that. And, you know, it's up to you, Libra, whether you move forward, you make these changes. But if you take anything from this reading today, it is about getting in connection with the inner you, but also being proud of the progress you've made so far. Because that is so important to acknowledge that you have moved forward, regardless of how, you know, well, how difficult a journey that may have been for you. You've made progress, and there's nothing wrong with progress. It brings about the changes and it brings the end to cycles. So yeah, be proud of you, Libra. Until next time, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Take care for now.